Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be the general monthly reading for the month of September 2018 for all of the astrological signs. For the reading, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso for the main spread, and it's the 10-card Celtic cross spread. If I need to clarify anything, I will use the Zillich Tarot deck. And then the Oracle cards, I'll be using the Whisper of Love deck, and that's by Angela Hartfield, and the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise, Linn. Just a reminder, these readings are general in nature, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading with me would be to order a private reading. If you're interested, all of the information that you need to do that can be found in the description box below this video. Another thing that I suggest doing is, besides watching your sun sign video, watch also your moon and rising sign. Many times if the messages in the sun sign video don't resonate, you might find that for that month, the messages in one of the other videos resonate, better or more for you, or by listening to all three videos, you have a more complete overview of what might be coming up during the month. Also, just to let you know, the way that the videos, the way that I've started doing them now each month, it's based on, the video that had the highest views from like the previous sort of either mid-monthly or monthly that I put out. So for this one, I looked at the mid-monthlies for the month of August. I start off with that particular sign. So for the month of August or mid-month August, Libra, Aquarius, and Cancer had the highest views. So that's who I am beginning with, okay, just so you know. Also, be looking out for, I did post the winner for the last month's giveaway, the full moon giveaway. If you're interested, be watching out. We will have another full moon giveaway at the end of September for the full moon happening then on the 25th, the full harvest moon. All right, I think as far as announcements go, that is it. So I will say goodbye for now. We'll see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. And just know that I am so very grateful to all of my subscribers, for everybody who leaves comments, who likes my videos. It really does mean a lot. All right, see you in 1 second for your reading. Hi, Sagittarius. Hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your September 2018 reading. All right, we have at the center of your reading the 8 of Pentacles, and it's crossed by the 6 of Swords. Interesting that a lot of these cards, they've been coming out in a lot of the readings, so I would definitely say make sure you watch your moon and rising sign videos. There might be additional messages in those for you, but beginning with the 8 of Pentacles, sometimes this card is referred to as the Apprentice card. It's a card that deals with, the Suit of Pentacles deals with things here in the material realm, such as the work that we do, the money that we earn for the work that we do. It's material possessions, resources, has to do with our home, family, education, knowledge. And the 8 of Pentacles, is oftentimes referred to as the apprentice because it's all about just working very hard, right, at your particular craft. So whatever it is that you do as your career, your job, it's just you working, being very diligent, doing the best that you can, perfecting your craft. Sometimes this card, it's just, comes in when you've just been working a lot, working very hard. Other times it can be, you seeking to kind of improve or add to your skill set. So by possibly, taking additional courses, going back to school, starting college, taking, doing on-the-job training, right? Anything that's going to just enhance and really add to your skill set. And it could possibly have to do with, leaving something in the past because it's crossed by the 6 of Swords. So what might help or hinder it is this walking away. The 6 of Swords is a transition card. It's one of the 2 transition cards in the tarot. We have the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Both have to do with, leaving something behind, sensing or having a sense of regret, and sadness at leaving it in the past, but also knowing that, it's a necessary sort of move onward and you know, understanding that you're heading towards something that's going to be better for you. With the suit of swords, this is air energy, so it deals with our thoughts. It has to do with, you know, it's the suit of the mind, the intellect, how we communicate our thoughts and ideas to other people. And so this can be, you know, mentally moving on, mentally moving away, leaving something in the past. Can be, you know, like bad situations, can be leaving behind sort of, you know, baggage from the past. It can actually be sort of physically moving away. In the traditional tarot, the Six of Swords shows a woman in a boat, and has her back turned, and she's sailing away, right? She's being rowed away from these choppy waters, and she's heading into calmer waters. So there's this, you know, idea that you are leaving behind or moving out of a difficult period, leaving behind something that has been maybe more challenging, and now entering into, you know, calmer waters. So this heading into calmer waters, it might have something to do with, you know, your job. This might have something to do with, you know, you going back to or taking additional training. We'll see how that kind of ties in with the rest of the spread here, but that's what sits at the center of your reading. Now, in the deep past, the foundation, you have Major Arcana number 13, Death. So this is a significant ending, right, to usually a particularly long chapter in your life, and you have sort of an opposing ends here. You have the foundation, the Death card, and then crowning you, right? The message from your higher self, what's crowning you, is Major Arcana number 8, the Strength card. So, you know, possibly this ending and, you know, new beginning that is brought about by this significant ending, it could possibly require a great deal of, you know, emotional strength, inner strength, courage to begin possibly this new, you know, this new process or this new chapter in your life. But without without first ending this one thing, it's impossible to have this new beginning. So it's a necessary ending. And it usually, you know, the Death card, it heralds in a brand new chapter. And this is going to be a significant one. And there's also, you know, as a Major Arcana, there's divine orchestration at play here. So there's, you know, the timing of things, and then, you know, the ending of whatever this situation was, this job, relationship, you know, it was meant to happen. Now, in the recent past, you have the Three of Swords, and I did pull clarifiers on it, and I'll show you those in 1 second. And, you know, I like seeing this in the past, right? I don't want this coming up in as what you're going through, because it's not an easy energy. The Three of Swords usually deals with, again, it's you know, what it's thoughts, right? This is the suit of the mind, but it's just feeling as though, you know, you've been betrayed. Sometimes it's, you know, in a relationship reading, this is the, you know, the third party in the relationship. This is suffering, you know, or having some type of great disappointment. If this isn't in a relationship, this betrayal in the relationship, it can have to do with, you know, just a significant disappointment. And it doesn't always have to be relationships. For example, if, you know, if you have been trying out, or if you really wanted to get a new job, or, you know, you were auditioning for a part, or, you know, whatever that big thing was that you wanted, as far as, you know, career, or, you know, something that you enjoy doing, like a hobby. And then you try out for it, you go for it, and you know, you do your best, and you're really confident that, you know, you're going to get it. And then you get the no. So it's like this major setback. It's a great disappointment to you. So it could even be, you know, something like that. But it was interesting because the cards that came out as clarifiers, we have another repeater. And this has been happening in nearly all the readings that I've done so far. The clarifiers that have been coming out, they're either the exact same card as the one that I'm clarifying, or as one of the other, you know, cards in the reading. So we have the Eight of Discs, which is the Eight of Pentacles that you have at the center of your reading. And in this deck, it's called Prudence, followed by the High Priestess, which is number 2 of the Major Arcana, and the Six of Wands. And the messages that came through, you know, with these 3 clarifiers coming out on the Three of Swords, I feel that whatever this disappointment was, and this could have had, you know, it could have been like a a job, you trying out for promotion or going out for, this new job that you were just sure that it was, the perfect one for you. You know how sometimes it's like you apply and you're like, oh, that's perfect for me. But I think deep down, right, maybe if you had really listened to, that little voice inside of you, your intuition, you would have known that really it wasn't the right job for you, right? You weren't really being authentic to yourself. You weren't listening to, that inner message coming through and saying, really, is that really the job that you think is going to be the best for you, based on you and your personality and your skill set. So it's that type of situation. And then you have the Six of Wands. So even if this Three of Swords, even if this one opportunity did not work out for you, there's victory at hand here with the Six of Wands. This is the card of, receiving some type of accolade, recognition, standing out from the crowd. So no, you might not have, been chosen or been given the promotion or been chosen for that particular role. But I think, maybe deep down, if you had tapped into or listened to, the messages coming through, you would have understood that, no, that wasn't the right one for you, but that doesn't mean that there aren't new things coming in. And I do see opportunities coming in for you with the remaining cards here. So I already spoke about strength, crowning your reading. Now, in the near future, you have coming up an Ace of Cups. So this is exactly what I was saying, and it's funny because it sort of mirrors the Three of Swords. And the Ace of Cups, yes, it can have to do with a relationship, obviously. I mean, the Suit of Cups is, it deals with our emotions and relationships and feelings and how our feelings kind of move us through life and affect our behavior, affect our relationships. So it can be, with the aces are blessings from the universe. Aces are sort of that, the universe extending this wonderful offering to you. It can be, with it being cups, it can be a new love, right? This new relationship coming in here. But it doesn't have to be. It can be, a new opportunity, possibly to do with your career, right? That is going to really be more in tune, more in line with who you are, right? Deep down. Going back to what I was saying about the High Priestess over here. So this new opportunity, it could really bring you great joy, great happiness. It could really, be that sort of opportunity that you've been hoping for, that you've been wishing for, that's more in tune with you, right? Who you are, your soul purpose. Now you appear as the Five of Wands. So, sometimes this card does appear in readings, especially sort of work readings, career-related readings, when you're going out for new opportunities, right? Like this is sort of you. It's a card of competition. It's not a card of, horrible conflict. It's really more about, each person here, and then you have the two lions, trying to gain, the alpha position, trying to gain the upper hand, trying to come out on top. So sometimes this card appears when, it's you sort of going up against the other people and trying to, stand out. But you do have, over here we have, we have the conflict with this Five of Swords. And then in the future position for the Clarifiers, it was the Six. So it's the one after it. So it's the victory after the conflict. So I think if you are trying out for something new, there's a need to remain strong, right? To have this inner strength and determination and courage. And that's also kind of what you have surrounding you here. In your environment, your surroundings, you have Major Arcana number 4, the Emperor. Now, this could be an individual, right? Usually associated more with Aries. But he's, he's even sort of one up from the kings. The kings rule over their kingdoms. The emperor rules over his empire. And so he's, he's sort of the ultimate patriarch figure in the tarot. And he's very determined. He's very structured. He's very strong. He takes care of what's his. So he takes care of his domain, his family, his home. But he can sometimes be, this card sometimes appears when you're dealing with, for example, people like the police, people in uniform, officers, the military. You might have somebody, like that surrounding you that might be coming in to help you. If this isn't this person, there could just be, you know, sort of energy surrounding you, you know, and especially with this strength card here. So more sort of fiery. And you can see that all of the colors here, they're all very similar, right? It's lots of oranges and reds and just, you know, you needing to kind of take on all of this fiery energy and have the strength and the determination and the willpower, you know, to go after this new opportunity that's going to bring you so much happiness and joy. In your hopes and fears, you have, and I was talking about the Eight of Cups. I didn't even notice that here. Sorry. You have both of the transition cards in the tarot you have in your reading. So, you know, a definite message here of either mentally moving on or physically moving on, because in the Eight of Cups, you know, you're hoping for this, you know, moving away. You're hoping to transition out of, and in the case of the Eight of Cups, it's really transitioning out of something that no longer serves you emotionally, that no longer brings you that emotional happiness, fulfillment. You can see that on the card, there are all these cups, right? And they've all spilled out, sort of really showing that, you know, this woman, at some point, she drank from each of the cups. And at some point, you know, they brought her happiness, you know, she was happy with this situation. But now it's like, she's no longer happy, you know, and she's not even looking back. She's just heading forward here. So she's transitioning. So you're hoping for this sort of smooth kind of transition out of one thing into another. And then your outbound energy, more beautiful cups. And this is the minor arcana version of the Lover's card. So this is a soulmate connection, right? This can be the Two of Cups. For some of you, this could be, you know, you might be meeting your soulmate at the end of the month. For others, this could be deepening of a relationship. For others, if this is more to do with, you know, your career. I mean, we do have, again, with the Pentacles, and then I think in the center part, I was getting more, you know, messages coming through for career and finance and, you know, the more tangible things. If so, then this could be you partnering, right? There might be this new offering here, this new opportunity by partnering up with another individual. That's quite possible. And even with soulmates, I mean, soulmates can take on many different roles or forms in our lives. Some of them are romantic in nature, and it's that, you know, deep, romantic, deep soul connection with another individual. For others, they can be friends. For others, they can be partners, just work, you know. So it doesn't have to be romantic in nature here, but it's a very harmonious relationship. It's a very beautiful relationship. So whether this is, you know, more to do with your career, or if this is, you know, a romantic relationship, it's very harmonious. And your overall energy, which is why I said, you know, I picked up more to do with your career here. You have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is a card of feeling good about what you've achieved so far, right? The woman, she's sitting in this garden. She's sort of, she's pondering on, you know, what she has been able to achieve. She has the basket full of fruit. Obviously, all of the hard work that she has put into something, you know, she started to see or reap the benefit of the reward of the hard work. She has the basket of fruit, so that's taken her a while to get there. And now she's sort of planning or thinking about the future and kind of, you know, reevaluating and saying, okay, for me to get to, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate Pentacles card, you know, obviously the Ten of Pentacles is going to mean something different to each of you watching. For some people, the Ten of Pentacles is the new home, is buying a house. For others, it will be getting the promotion. You know, it's going to be different for each person. But, you know, what does she need to do to get there? If she continues to work, you know, the same way, if she continues to do what she's always done, is that going to get her, you know, to the end goal? Or does she need to change something that she's doing? And with the walking away here, possibly there is a change that is needed, right? To move her or get her to the Ten of Pentacles. There could be a change in plan needed. Now, the two cards that came out as oracle cards for you, you have Be Authentic to Who You Are. And this says, you are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. And Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. And for these cards, I like to read the full description from the guidebooks. Let me get my guidebook out. So beginning with card number 39, this one says, in all relationships, authenticity is important. Sometimes it might seem easier to stuff our feelings and do something that we normally wouldn't do. Be candid and be who you truly are. Accept others for who they are and don't feel the need to change yourself or anyone else. And I think that does, that was the message that was coming through with the High Priestess here. And, whatever job that didn't work out or whatever this Three of Swords situation was, I think there was something to do with, there was a lack of authenticity. You weren't being true to yourself. So I think that definitely ties in with that message. And the other one, Voyage of the Heart, says, you are beloved. You are deeply loved and profoundly lovable. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you. The Creator is love, and in your essence, so are you. In matters of romantic love, all is healing, or is already healed on the inner planes. Trust the messages from your heart and follow them, even if they are at odds with your mind. Angels and guards are communicating with you. Listen to their soft whispers. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, joyous love flows through you and to you. You deserve love. There is nothing you need to do to receive this vibrant energy. Tenderness and devotion are finding their way to you. The traveler walks with a light heart on the path, knowing that she is surrounded with love. It is truly a day for rejoicing. Your capacity for receiving and giving love is expanding. Let your heart lead you forward. Your mission on earth is to deepen your ability to impart and accept love, and that is happening right now. And so I think, with the Two of Cups here as the outbound energy, and then the Ace of Cups in the near future, there could definitely, you could definitely be on this voyage of the heart, which can play out, both romantically, can play out in your, in your work sector. So, but it's all about, allowing this to flow and also being authentic. So staying true to who you really are, listening to that inner voice, to your intuition. But it looks like overall a good month for you. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful September. Bye for now.